That's not good. Well, everything broke at once. Perfect timing. Nothing to it but to fix it. Of course, I would get my parts just as the storm starts to hit. We're supposed to get 8 to 12 inches of snow. As you guys have seen, the plow's been broken. I only got a few hours because I might get called in because I plow snow with a road grader. And so when it snows, I usually have to go to work. But I want to get this done so the family can plow with it. Whenever the starter gear, which I think it was the bendix gear, I bought one of those. I think whenever it went out, I think it took out the stator, which essentially is a little alternator. If you don't know what an alternator is, you Google it. So it's not charging, it's not running 14 volts when it's running, it's just running 12 and then it drops down. You get about a day of plowing, but I don't want to keep doing that. Gather up some tools here, get the thing taken apart. My hope is that the flywheel's not smoked. The flywheel, for some reason, all the other parts, like 80 bucks for the starter, for the bendix gear, the stator, but the flywheel on this thing, cheapest one I could find was $289. So hopefully that one's not smoked. See if we can't tear this bad boy apart and get it running like top-notch brand new showroom floor. That might be a stretch. I bet your brand new joint doesn't have this easy access panel right here. What are we looking at here? I think these look like some 8 mils. 3, 4, that ain't part of it. That's part of the WADA. 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Good rule of thumb for working on anything in the snow, especially with small bolts like 8 mil, have something underneath to catch them. Save you a lot of time in the long run. I can't get this thing on there. What kind of sorcery is this? Because we're gonna have to pull this pin right here, get that thing off of there so we can get that bolt out. I think that's the last bolt I got. It's always the last bolt, it's always the most difficult. It's gotta go with it. Oh, if you line it up with your face, it definitely does not. Check this out. See that? It just barely doesn't clear that little bolt. So it causes the angle like this. Can't get my socket on it. I'll have to pull that off. What's up, little lady? Nothing. You gonna fix it? Can I go home? No. All right, I'm in the house. Ellie's gonna take over. Pull this brake lever off real quick. Might need something more aggressive here. We haven't been able to run it.
That thing's bent. That's why it didn't go out so easily.
That's been in there a long time, probably.
Ooh.
Oh, that for this. Here, put that stuff in there. Check that out. I bet you it's just stuck on there. I bet you it's never been off in its life. Oh, just as I suspected.
The gears are burnt.
The bendix, the teeth, they're worn on that, but not too bad. We'll check that thing out. So these bendix gears, that's what wears out in them right there. Oh, Mom, you're not, thank you. Are you eating this too?
In there. There's one in there for her.
Snow treats. You gotta eat them fast.
Or you got snow all over them.
So the next thing is we gotta pull that flywheel off. That's what I was saying I need a puller for. I bet you when we pull that flywheel off, that stator, it's gonna be tore apart. Remember that piece bouncing around there? I think that's what happened. I think it got in between that flywheel and the stator and it smoked the stator. Hopefully the inside of the flywheel is okay. We'll see. Will you get the pullers out of the truck?
Yeah.
Bad boy's a 7/8. Just a skinny little bolt. All right, good little indication if you need a puller. If it has this little indent inside, that's for the puller to sit in. They sell this puller specifically on Amazon for 25 bucks if you wanted to buy it, but I got a little assortment of pullers over here. See if we can't make something work. Perfect. Trying to get this puller to work. It's supposed to have a pin to go in here, but that's supposed to be able to put on like multiple type surfaces. It's like the same one. Wiggle it. Oh, this is gonna work. I think this is gonna work. Can you give me the hammer from next to the fireplace we used to split the wood with? So if you tighten this thing down and it's like, I don't know if it's gonna go, and you're worried about breaking something, there it went. That thing is a mess. See all that grease and whatnot in there? We'll have to get some brake clean that thing all out. But what's an even bigger mess, look at that stator. I'll show you a new one here in a sec. Now some of you purists are gonna be like, man, working on the snow in the cold. My dad was a mechanic for 35 years. If you think that thing, water damage from the snow is going to affect it, I don't know if you just saw that, but I think water damage has been affecting it for a few years now. Take this bendix gear off of here. Check that thing out. Now the starter gear, it looks pretty good. It looks intact. Bendix gear on that side's fine too, so I think we're good to go on that. Why in the world would you hold this thing on with 3 Phillips screws? That don't make a lot of sense to me. Oh, that might need some curl there, buddy. Oh, nope. Uh-oh. Yeah, don't do that, Bubba. Don't do that. One of them's always gotta be. You getting that hockey rink cleared up?
I did.
Nice. Well, I couldn't find any coil, but I found some knocker loose. See if that worked. It's got to be a Phillips head. Gotta take this little box off of here too. Oh, these ones don't want to go either. Pull some of this wire down there. All right, there's that one. There should be one more plug up in here. There we go. That thing was the hardest thing of the whole dang right now.
Now what do you need?
We're gonna use a little mechanical advantage here. So I need a big Phillips. Ooh, like this one. Oh, baby. Oh, I took some force there. Well, listen, if you've been there, you've been there. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're gonna be a pain.
Spray! Spray!
Missed it on film, but I ripped the box off right here because I don't need it. It's garbage. I was able to get these vice grips on here. Got these things loosened up. Should be able to get them off now. Good pair of vice grips can save you some heartache, that's for sure. Man, you are being everything but easy right now. All right, we're out. All right, let's get this flywheel cleaned up. Well, I found some cover with terrible lighting, but check this out. This is the new and the old. There's the old busted one. This flywheel's a bit tore up on the inside, but I think it'll clean up. We'll run it. I mean, if the least I gotta do is change the flywheel later on, then that's what we'll do. Oh, I found 2 screws that work. All right, where's the money now? One. This one. The original. All right. Okay. There we go. Ordered a new starter and a bendix. I didn't know what was messed up. $32. Look at that bad boy. Look at that. Old one and the new one. Oh, there we go. There's that. There. Like so. Alrighty. Alrighty. When you get to this point, you want to test it because you're like, oh, I don't want to put the case all back on, but you can't. You got to put the case on because the case holds the end of the bendix. See right here. And that's what holds it all square up. So now we got to get this thing, the case back on, see if she'll fire up. There we are. This is the moment of truth. You guys think you did it right? Okay, put our access panel back here. Did it? All right, we're keyed up. Well, it turns over. Well, everything we got in there works, but I don't know why it ain't starting. We could have a pinch wire, could have that CDI box, could be bad. That's the longest it's ran so far. I gotta check engine light now. Man, that's frustrating, but that's life in the bush. I guess I'm gonna get my stuff picked up. We gotta run to town in this blizzard so I can go to an appointment. Man, that's disappointing. All right.